Hello everyone, and welcome to Babylon Leather's official channel. Today, we'll be crafting a plain pattern sack plat bag. After completion, this is what your leather bag looks like. First, check all the materials based on the video. Start with the 2 side pieces, 2 small pieces, and 2 D-ring hardware pieces. Measure the thread to be 3 times the length of the sewn part, then cut it. Each time, you can measure a bit more thread to ensure that there is more than enough available. Thread the needles. Begin threading the needle by passing the thread through the needle eye. Then, pass the needle tip through the middle of the thread. Tighten it, and that completes the threading of the needle. Thread the other needle using the same method. First, let's distinguish between the front and back of the leather materials. Look at the pinholes for differentiation. Larger pinholes indicate the front side, while smaller pinholes indicate the back side. Combine them like this. Pay attention to the internal alignment of the small material, with the semicircle of the hardware exposed on the outside. Get the side material. The missing corner is at the bottom. Align the pinholes with the corresponding positions at the top, and make sure the hardware is facing upwards. Align both materials with their front sides facing up. Align the pinholes. Start sewing from the first pinhole, guiding the needle from bottom to top. Then, let the second needle pass through the second pinhole. Pull both threads to ensure they remain the same length. Next, have the first needle go through the second pinhole, then tighten the thread. Tighten the thread, and now we successfully start the sewing. Then keep sewing with the double needle sewing method. Don't miss any pinhole. Be careful not to catch the thread. After each stitch, tighten the thread while maintaining a consistent stitching direction. Make sure to pull the thread vertically to avoid damaging the leather material. After sewing up, start finishing the thread. Begin by sewing one additional stitch backward to reinforce. Then, pull the thread to the back. Leave a 3mm thread tail, cut it, and use a lighter to burn off the end to finish securing the thread. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Get the handle material, locate the marked hole, which is significantly larger than the other holes. Get the handle material, locate the marked hole, which is significantly larger than the other holes. Turn the material with the back side facing upward. Then, take the adhesive tube and place it in the center on top of the handle material. Then, secure it in place using a clip. Measure the thread that is 4 times the width of the middle portion between the marked holes on both sides, and then keep sewing. Start sewing from the marked hole, then thread through to the opposite marked hole. Then, thread through the second pinhole. Pull both threads to ensure they remain the same length. Then keep sewing with the double needle sewing method. After each stitch, tighten the thread while maintaining a consistent stitching direction. Be careful not to catch the thread. Don't miss any pinhole. Make sure to pull the thread vertically to avoid damaging the leather material. Pay attention to these points every time you sew. No more hints later. After sewing through the opposite marked hole, loop the thread back, gathering it on one side, and let the gathered side be the back. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other handle. Measure the thread to be 4 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Take the handle material with the gathered side of the thread facing inward. Align the pinholes with the corresponding positions on the body material, with the front side of the body material facing upward. Start sewing by threading the first needle through the first pinhole of the body material, from the bottom to top. Then, thread from the bottom through the first pinhole on the handle material, which is the marked hole. Then, let the second needle pass through the second pinhole. Sew up the whole circle with the double needle sewing method. After sewing, secure the thread at the back. Take a look at the result after sewing. After that, smooth and straighten out the handle material. Align the other one as well according to pinholes and sew it using the same method. Take a look at the result after both sides have been sewn. Find the bottom material. Measure the thread to be 5 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Align both materials with their front sides facing up. Align the pinholes. Let the needle pass through the body material first and then through the bottom material. Sew normally through this row of pinholes. It would be better to secure it with a clip. After sewing, secure the thread at the back. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Get the side piece. Measure the thread to be 3 times the length of these 3 sides, then thread the needles. Large body material with the front side facing up, side material with the back side facing up. Align the pinholes and have the 2 materials adhere to each other internally. Start sewing from the first pinhole. Pull both threads to ensure they remain the same length. Then, take one of the needles and loop the thread around it once like this. Then keep sewing. Sew until you reach the corner with attention to the fact that there is stitch thread at the corner. Then proceed to directly sew the next pinhole. Don't miss any pinhole. Sew until you reach the marked hole and check if it corresponds correctly. If it does, proceed sewing normally. If it doesn't correspond, you'll need to dismantle it and sew again. There should be enough thread for the task. After finishing the sewing, loop the thread around using the same method. After sewing, secure the thread at the side. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Then straighten out the bag and align the edges. Measure the thread that is 4 times the circumference of the bag opening, then keep sewing. Start sewing from this pinhole, then sew the first 5 pinholes individually. After sewing the first 5 pinholes, pause and then take the zipper material. The side with the zipper head is the front side. Place it facing outward, and let it adhere to the inside of the bag body material. Then, proceed to sew forward, including the zipper material. Ensure to align the edges before sewing. Sew until the last pinhole, then thread the needle from the front to the back, sewing normally towards the side. When threading from the bottom to the top, come out through the gap between the two materials. Then keep sewing. Sew to the opposite side using the same method. On the other side, use the same method to attach the zipper, and after sewing, secure the thread on the inside. Take a look at the result after sewing. Then, take the bottom studs and a screwdriver. Insert the screws from the inside out, place the bottom studs on the outside, and then tighten the 4 screws. The bag is finished. Appreciate your choice of Babylon leather. Thank you for choosing us. Wishing you the acquisition of valuable skills during your time here. If you enjoy our videos, remember to like, comment, and retweet. For more details about this bag, visit the link provided in the profile.